Hi darlings, and welcome back to my makeup garden. It's Liz. So we're gonna get ready with me today. I have some new products to try, and then I have some products that I've really been enjoying. So let's just let's just jump right in. So I actually recently placed a Moira Cosmetics order, and that's because they're single shadows, which I thought I had tried like forever ago. Have been getting a lot of attention, and it's their chromatic shadows, those ones. So I ended up placing an order because there was a couple of things that I wanted to try. They're baked highlighters that look a lot like the Rare Beauty ones. And yeah, so I picked up a few things, and there were a couple of things that I got that I wasn't 100% planning on trying. So we're gonna play with some of it today. I'm putting on the e.l.f. color corrector. This is a shade Peach. If you've been here before, you know this is like kind of a go-to. It's become a go-to. Who knew I would be one day a color corrector? We'll see. Like, it just covers my dark circles. So here's the deal. I haven't wanted to put concealer on because I don't love the concealer that I have right now. I don't have a lot of concealers. This is the one I have had. This is the Revlon Flexwear Colorstay. It's just okay. It's heavy under the eyes though, which I don't know if I love with the combination of the foundation I have right now. But you know what? Fuck it. We'll put a little bit on. Just a little smidge, a little rimmerand. Is that a word? That's not even a word, is it? Let me grab an angled brush for that though, like a cat's paw. But yeah, so I got some things to try. Now I have, behind the scenes, been using a fair bit of this already. Should we try this brush? No, it's the Artitude one. That's not the one. Which one am I looking for? This is that brush that I couldn't get to work for me before when I got my Ice Cream Beauty box, which by the way, has not come in yet. It's supposed to come in tomorrow. Let's try this brush that I got in that, and let's see if it just completely eats all of the product. It ate a good amount of it. It's not supposed to be a good thing that it eats it, by the way. Just in case that wasn't clear. So I still haven't gotten my Ice Cream Beauty box. The tracking shows that it's supposed to be here tomorrow. So as soon as I receive my February box, I will get it out to you. So I will film with it and get it posted, you know? Should I conceal my chin? I feel like I have so much redness right now. It would probably benefit me to use a color corrector on my red spots. Because, you know, my skin is... I'm 37 and my rosacea has been flaring up. Frankly, that's both alcohol and caffeine content, like ingestion in intake. I haven't been drinking a lot, but I have had more champagne in the last 2 weeks than I have in like months. And my skin just doesn't like it. It flares up. Okay, this is looking nice and cakey. You know, I'd like to start my day and my makeup routine by really aging myself. Okay, I'm going into this is the Performer Foundation from About Face. I've enjoyed this. I have enjoyed this. Some days I love it more than other days. And some days I put it on and I'm like, I don't love this today. Or this feels heavy today. And other days, and I think that has to do with my skin prep. I really don't like this foundation with a primer. Any kind of primer and my skin is like, we don't like this. Anytime I use a primer with it, it looks heavy. And I'm kind of tempted, by the way, to try the olive version of this because I actually think that color might be an even better match. Now, when I put this color on, this color it's fine. It's a fine match. It runs a little bit peachy, so that peachy undertone in the neutral. That is a little bit strong in it, but it's not bad. But yeah, I do think though that I might actually benefit from trying the olive one. So after I use up this one, I will I will repurchase it, and I will try the olive then. I have no reason to own a bunch of foundations. I don't go through that much. I will use all of this one because I like this one. I do like it. It looks really like good on camera too. It's funny because like sometimes you put a foundation on and you're like, yeah, that looks fine in real life, but on camera it looks like garbage. And sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes it looks great on camera and it looks garbage in real life. Like the NYX Blur looks amazing on camera, but in real life it looks a little bit heavy. It doesn't, I should say it doesn't look like garbage, but it does look a little bit heavy in real life. But see, it is pretty. My goodness. I do have my sponge here, so I am going to go back over. I like to start in the areas that I like the least coverage, like my forehead. I like to use my sponge there first. So if my sponge is going to absorb additional product, even though it is damp, if it's going to absorb it, then I want it to absorb it where I don't care if it absorbs it, you know? So, but yeah, I do like this better when I use a brush to spread it around and then pounce it into the skin. I do like that a lot. I do. Yeah, sure enough do. Okay, and we will smooth out some of these areas. I do just like to pounce it in though. I very much like to pounce it here. See, look, it just looks really nice. I saw something and somebody said that this was that this foundation was like purely a, what did they call it? They called it like a soft matte, but I feel like it has more luminescence than that. Maybe it's my skin prep, but yeah, I definitely think it's more luminous than that. Okay, I do think my sponge took off a little bit more. It's probably not as moist as it probably should be. Okay. I'm gonna use the same cream bronzer that I have been using, which is this one by Tarte. I should consider getting a replacement at this point, just because of age. I should consider getting a replacement, but I haven't wanted to. It's still performing okay, but the longer that I use it, the longer I get concerned that I'm gonna break out. So, because it's a fair point, you know? I really like this Alomar. This is a bronzer brush by Alomar, and see how it has like this little domed effect right in the middle? It's kind of a weird brush, but I really like it for cream bronzer. I really like it for bronzer in general, but especially cream bronzer. So I do have a cream blush that we're gonna try today. I tried it the other day, really enjoyed it. Let me rephrase. I enjoyed it. I didn't really enjoy it. I feel like I don't have my full thoughts on it, but the color is beautiful, but I just wasn't sure if it applied evenly. And I didn't want to like cake it on, you know, because I didn't want to, it's kind of a, you'll see the color in just a second, as soon as I get my bronzer on, because I do like to bronze first. Okay, do I want to contour my nose at all? No, sure don't. Okay, so the one I'm talking about is the Moira cream bronzer or cream blush. This is the Loveheat cream blush in Treasure You. See, the color is a little bit scary in the pan, but it actually looks nice on the cheeks. My skin is like very light to medium, more on the light side right now because I'm just now going back into spring. So I'm just gonna put this on my brush. See, on the brush it looks a little scary, but I'm gonna tap it on my hand, see, and we're just gonna diffuse it. But see the color, it's not too bad on the hand. It's not as scary, okay. But it is like a vibrant color. Normally I don't do like my whole makeup first, but we're gonna do an eyeshadow look using the Gloomy Gardens palette from Dieverune. And I wanted to do the rest of my makeup first. So, all right. I really like this. You know, I saw somebody, they were talking, it was on Beautiful and Bothered the other day. They were talking about how like doing your blush like this is a trend. And I was like, I've been doing this for the longest. Ever since I discovered blush draping, this is what I do. Like, That is cute. Do I want any on the nose? I kind of don't. I like it as it is. But see the color? It's a pretty color, but I wasn't sure at first if it applied evenly. Like if it actually like dispersed okay. I wore it and I thought it looks nice, but there was something about it. I just kept like looking. I'm like, is that even? You know? I don't know. We all have days like that anyway, but all right. I do need to set my under eyes because I actually don't like that particular concealer not set. The more I've worn it, the more I've just decided I really like a little bit of powder under there. So I have a new one by Moira, and this is their loose setting powder, and it's a pink powder. So I thought we should give it a try because I happen to really love pink powders, especially the Huda Beauty one. So we'll see. This is hard. It's not flexible. Okay. Get a good amount, well, not a good amount, but like a reasonable amount of product on there. Grab a mirror. I'll just use the palette. And let's see how this powder does. I have not tried this at all yet. Okay, immediately that is not as fine as I would like. Let me take a brush. Let me try putting it on with a brush first. And let's see how it is with the brush on this side, but I did not like that with my makeup sponge. So, okay. Yeah, I just happened to see this. I don't know. I feel like this powder is actually emphasizing texture under my eye. I don't know if I love that. Let's try it again with the sponge and see if maybe... I don't know if I like this applicator either. The hard plastic of the applicator makes it hard to get a good even amount on my sponge. I'll show you what I mean by that. So shake it up, get some in the pan, right? And then you go like this. Well, because it's, see how it's doing large dots? Because it doesn't have like any kind of mesh, it just has like this hard plastic. It literally is picking it up in like the dots, and I do not love that. Okay. I don't want to bake my face. I also notice, if you notice, God, that concealer is such garbage. That concealer just wants to lift, like, it just wants to lift. It's just the nature of that concealer. Don't love it. I'm going to take whatever's left on the brush, and I'm just going to dust it on my forehead and on my chin, because I notice with this foundation, that is where I need powder. My skin's normal combo, but if I put this powder and I don't set it down like all over my face, I don't love it. Is this setting down? Oh, this set down really nice. It doesn't feel powdery. It's not lifting off my fingers, so that's good. All right. Oh, I feel like I have hair on my nose. Okay, so I think that blush looks really nice. Excited for that. I feel like the About Face foundation, it's a nice foundation. I do like it, especially for only 22 bucks. I like that a lot. Okay, I want to use a new highlighter. So I have these two. This is from Moira Cosmetics. No, good night, baby. You did not wake up. You didn't even go to sleep. I just put you in there. I literally put him in there right before filming. We're just going to hear him. It's going to be what it's going to be because he needs to nap. All right, it's not going to happen though. Between you and I know that. I know that. But he's trapped and he's safe in there, so ha ha ha. Okay, so I have two. This is in Lovestruck, and it's got kind of like an orangey peachy shift. And then this one is in Honeysuckle. So this is more like a softer blush. I don't know. I have tried, which one have I tried? I tried this one. I have not tried this one yet. I do think it'd be pretty. The look I'm gonna make on my eyes today is a little bit grungy. So, should I use my finger for, look how pretty that is, firstly. I like this. This is the one that's called Lovestruck. Let's grab a brush. What kind of brush should I use? I think I'm gonna go in with this one from Real Techniques. It's their setting brush, but I wouldn't use that to set. this to set, I guess maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't use it for that. Okay, I am gonna use it, however, for highlight. I don't know how this is. Oh, no, that is very subtle. Well, we're gonna find out. Let's find out how it looks on the skin, shall we? I am gonna have to go get him. He's such a little shit sometimes, but man, do I love him. Okay. He's singing the alphabet song now. Let's see, let's put that there. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it a little bit. See, look, do you see a little bit there? I cannot tell for the life of me if it's emphasizing texture or not. Can't tell. Can't tell. Immediately looking at it in a palette, it's nice. It's a little bit sparkly. It's not like a flat metallic or anything. It is definitely more sparkly on the cheek, but it doesn't look bad. Guess we're gonna go with that. Let's put a little bit on the nose. Okay. Wow. Yep. I don't like that on the nose just because I feel like it's emphasizing any kind of pores. So that's fun. Do I want to put this on the lip? Let's try. I have a little bit of, I'm using my finger for that. Yeah, I don't know if this is like that smooth, dreamy highlighter that I would want. I don't feel like the other one is as sparkly as this one either. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't very expensive. I think it was like $9 and I got it for 30% off. So let me let him out of his cage and I will be right back. AKA his crib. Fret not, he's not actually caged. Okay, worry not. He is content watching Baby Finn, so which is basically like Cocomelon, but mostly Baby Shark. Yeah, it's a whole thing. All right, I'm gonna put on this BlendBunny lip liner. This is the one that came with the, was it Dollhouse one or the All Done Up launch? I don't know. It's the brownish one. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips and then we'll do eyes. So here we go. I think this color combo, like this lip color combo, will be nice with the lipstick that I got. So hold. I still do it the old way where you shade in the outer corners and then do the whole top. Because that's how I learned how to do it. And I like how it makes my lips look. So we're gonna keep doing it. Yeah, I don't know if I like that highlighter for on the lip either. It's a little bit too chunky. Like I can actually like see the sparkle particles on my lip. I think if you don't like a creamy lip liner, you would hate these BlendBunny ones because they are very creamy. Okay, so I do have this. It's by Moira, because of course, because we're using most of those goodies today. So this is called the Signature Lipstick, and it's meant to be like a lipstick lip balm kind of thing. It's not to be like an all day wear kind. I got the shade Sweet Coca, and I think it looks really nice on the lips, honestly. See how close the color is? This is not lipstick though that you are gonna get all day out of. It's not. It does last an okay amount of time, but it very much has like that balmy kind of feel to it. It's really comfortable. It's really comfortable. Okay, so see, like you can see the highlight there. See, it's just a little bit sparkly. Okay, so let's, oh, of course I'm gonna take a sip. See, it's like a huge amount of transfer. This lipstick is not gonna last like all day. It's not it, okay? So I've really been enjoying Gloomy Gardens so far, and I keep finding myself wanting to make like the same 3 looks all over again, like over and over again. So what I ended up doing is I ended up putting a panning tracker on the back. It's a Post-it. We're so high tech here. A panning tracker on the back, and then I have just been adding a notch when I use it. Because it's a new formula, so I wasn't sure how long it would take to hit pan in these shades. So I figured, well, for science, I'll put a tracker on the back and then we'll see. So that's what I have done. So I guess we'll find out, won't we? Okay, I want something a little bit more precise. I think I'm gonna go into this BK202. And I'm going to use that in this shade here, which is called Succulent, I believe. The shades are on the back. Let's see, it's called Somber Succulent. And what I've really enjoyed doing is I've really enjoyed putting this kind of a grungy green in my transition. It's like a really nice, as I put it on all haphazardly, but it's just a really nice, like, swampy, mossy green. And if you've been here before, I don't know if you know this or not, but I really love, like, look at that. I've enjoyed this matte formula immensely, actually. It's amazing to me that we've progressed so much in terms of makeup development that even a brand in their starter formula and their, you know, young brand ways can still have an amazing formula. Even if I don't know if this is a stock formula or not, but it looks really good. The mattes are super blendable. See, look, it's just like, it's just easy. They can be pigmented and blendable. And it just proves that you can do it as a brand. There's no reason not to, you know? So, all right. I've really enjoyed this look. You'll see why. It's very like swampy. The colors, they're definitely like more pressed pigments because when you're blending them on the eye, you do get custom shades that kind of like appear when you combine colors. And honestly, the ones that I've gotten so far, and I've created this exact look 2 times before this, and I've really enjoyed it. And I know that because I have 2 notches. Oh, did I accidentally hit that other pan? Okay. All right. I just really, really enjoy a chartreusey moment. All right. So I'm going to go into this shade here, which this like burgundy purpley color is called Morose Magnolia. I'm using the same brush and I'm just going to tap in right in the middle. And it's just a great color. Oh, like I noticed that there's not really fallout in these mattes. Like there's maybe a little bit of kick up in the pan, but it doesn't like fall out. It just kind of stays. And I appreciate the hell out of that. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to apply it to my crease and then we'll blend it up. And I am going to bring this to my inner corner for that dimension. So just want a little bit of that color there. Oh, such a great, see what I mean? It's kind of blended into like almost this orange color. It's like almost like a little bit of like a yellow orange color. And that's how I can tell it's like pretty much a pressed pigment. It's because it's like, I don't encounter a lot of eyeshadows that do that, but pigments do, like more pigmented shadows do. So, okay. Yes. I am feeling, are you seeing the vision? I keep reaching for this because I just, there's something about the tones and I'm always like intrigued by how it mixes, you know? Like, oh, just pretty. And I'm not using very much of that color. Like you saw me like go in and do like a good round and then now I'm just, you know, for the second one here on this eye. Oh, I really like it. I have really enjoyed the colors so far in this palette. Okay. Are we pretty even? So my eye's a little bit more hooded, so I'm just gonna bring that up just a little bit higher. Just so for like symmetry, you know? I just think that the color combo, like how the colors come together on this with these two colors specifically. I've only used 2 colors so far. There's just something really special about it. I'm just actually mixing a little bit more of that green to get a little bit more of that blend. Oh, okay, right? My camera is, see, I could turn my chair, I guess, but I don't really want to. It just makes my eyes look really oddly unsymmetrical. Insymmetrical? I don't know what the proper English for that is. Okay, well, I mean, it's my first language, so don't get mad. All right, I am going to go into this shade here, which looks real sparkly on the eyes. But first, I'm going to try a new glitter primer. So this one's by Moira. I don't know how this is going to go, but I figure now's as good a time as any to try it. I have now tried this formula with the NYX glitter primer and without any primer at all. And both times it wore fine, but I will say that it does start to fall out towards the end of the day for me. I do start to get fallout towards the end of the day. So whatever the binder is on the shadow, it doesn't like hold for as long as I would like. I have not tried it with my specular primer yet, and I have not tried it with obviously this one, and I have not with the Kaima, but I will. Those are the glitter primers that I have. I have specular NYX glitter primer, the Kaima Cosmetics one, which is very like gel-like, and then now this one. So okay, let that dry down a little bit. It does feel tacky. It does feel tacky on the lids, which is good. We will see if it stays. It's very windy here today. Something keeps knocking and I don't know what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this one right here. It has a shift. This one has like kind of a blue shift, but when you put it on the eyes, it almost looks like, see, it almost looks like a yellowy green gold. Look at it. Oh, do you see? It's so beautiful. I was really happy for M. Jones that this palette, like this collection, sold out as fast as it did. I'm very happy for them. Okay. And it looks like their first launch, which is like the Moth and the Moon, I think it's called, is actually restocking. And after using this palette, I would not be opposed to getting that palette if they perform so. But do you see what I mean? Like on the lid, it looks very like gold almost, like almost like a green gold color. I don't know. I really like it. Oh, yeah. Now this is, it feels tacky, but it's taking, this primer is taking a little bit longer to set down than I'm used to. And I don't know if I love that. Like it feels tacky, but it's almost tacky in a way where if I tap multiple times in the same area, it wants to lift. So I'm not sure about that. I am not sure how I like that. So, okay, we're gonna tap this in and we're gonna add a little bit more of the burgundy just to add some dimension back. But do you see, these shimmers are so special. I actually think that the shimmers here, like in the palette, are more vibrant. I think they're more vibrant than the single, like the loose pigments, which is, I know, a thing. Okay. Did I bring that up a little high? Yeah. Am I mad about it? Absolutely not. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. We grab the same brush I had, and I'm just going to grab a little bit more of that purpley burgundy color just to re-deepen up the outer corners here, because we lost a little bit of it when we added the shimmer. So just a little bit to deepen it back up. And I do think I'm going to actually add a little bit more to the inner corner as well for the same reason, just to kind of add that little bit of dimension back in. So, oh yeah. I do feel like that Moira primer actually lifted things a little bit. It's like almost like it lifted up the shadow that was underneath it a little bit more. And I don't know if I loved that, you know. So usually if I put something down, I want it to stay down, you know. Okay. Not to get all like creepy aggressive, but like, okay. I'm in the habit of blowing off anytime there's excess, just because I'm afraid I'm gonna put my hand in it. But there's not a bunch of kick up in these pans. Okay, I kind of want to add this color to the inner corner because I happen to know that this one shifts more. Well, it looks more pink on, hold on. See, I barely touch it. Maybe we'll do that on the inner corner because that is looking real sparkly. All right. I'm gonna grab this BlendBunny brush. This is a B2, and this shade is called Emo Echinacea. Emo Echinacea. See, it doesn't look that like suspecting in the, but look at it on the, oh, it's real pretty. Just putting my inner corner highlight the way I normally would. Oh, not the peach one, other one. There we go. Yeah, that looks so pretty. Oh, these shimmers are really nice. I mean, I would expect nothing less from M. Jones's brand. Like, they know what's up, you know? All right, let's put a little bit of that under the brow bone, shall we? I've been enjoying taking, you know, well, I continue to do it for a while, but I've been enjoying putting a little bit of a brow highlight underneath the brow. Just a little pop of pizzazz. Makes me feel all shiny. All right, what are we gonna do on the lower waterline, like the lower lash line? I kind of want to just go back in with that swampy green color and just add that to the lower lash line. I've really been enjoying this Dieverune D103 for that. Right now, the brushes are only available in a set, but I think at some point, you know, hope maybe at some point they'll open it up and sell them individually because I would like 3 of these, please. It has quickly become my favorite lower lash line brush because the bristles are loose enough to like, the bristles are loose enough to hold product and disperse it like blended along the lower lash line, but they're long enough and dense enough to hold their shape and like allow you to have that precision. You know what I mean? Like it's fluffy, but not too fluffy. It's a really good brush. I really like this. And it's small. It fits beautifully under my lower lashes. And I like that a lot. So, okay. Yes. Green, grungy. When I think colorful grunge, this is the kind of thing that comes to mind. And I like it. I do like it. Okay. Let me add a little bit more of that burgundy shade just to this outer little area here. Just blend a little bit. Blend a little bit here. Oh, yeah. It almost creates like an ombre effect. I am here for that. Okay, let me do liner and lashes real quick, and I will be right back. Darling, so this is the completed look here. I love it. Firstly, love it. And we only used like 4 of the Gloomy Garden shades, but I love this look. Every time I've created, this is why I keep wanting to create it. Every time I've looked at it, I'm just like, yes, I just love this so much. So I have yet to use the blues in here. I have used this darker here. This is not quite as dark as I would like it to be to go up. What I do is I use an angled brush with some black eyeshadow on it, and then I just tap that into my tightline to make my lashes look fuller. That's just something that I do. This is not quite dark enough to do that with. You can do it with it, but I don't love what it looks like when I do that. At some point, I know that I'm going to have to try these other shades here, but I have not wanted to reach for those yet. I really have just been reaching for these and like this orange. I almost feel like this palette could almost have been edited down to not have the blues in it, or to like, I don't know. I do like it. I really like the mattes that I've tried. I can't speak for the blues yet. That'll be a different look. It'll probably be like these three together. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Thanks for watching today. If you made it this far, leave me some flowers. I know the packaging on this too is really sexy. I like this a lot. I did pick up some Moira lashes, but I'm not going to put them on today. What I did was I put on my IT Cosmetics and I just curled it beforehand. But yeah, I like the vibe. Should I do my brows? This is a constant issue that I have with myself is I'm like, yeah, we should do the brows. And then I go to do the brows and I absolutely hate doing them. I just hate doing them. Maybe we'll just brush them using this spoolie and this mini size of the brow pencil. Just go from there, you know. Honestly, I don't care to do. I like a natural brow look. It's my preference, but I do have this brow fixer. We could try this. This is the in glass from Beauty Bay. So I got this forever ago, and it has these little fibers in them, which is really unsettling if you don't know that, by the way, and you pull this out of the container and you're like, what is wrong with this? But let's toss a little brow gel on these puppies just to kind of keep them in their rightful bitch caterpillar place on my face. But yeah, it has these little fibers in it, which makes me think that the brush is dirty. And it could just be dirty and I just don't know that. But it came that way. But yeah, there we go. It holds it up okay. Is it the strongest hold ever? No. Highlighter recap. This highlighter is just okay. I do think it's pretty on the face though. I'm going to obviously continue to use it because I own it and it's here. I like the actual powder of this, but I really don't like the packaging of this. If I had an empty container in another brand, I would actually probably just put this in that. Love the product inside, but not the packaging. This is comfortable. It is not going to last all day. It's just not. It's a reality. So I keep my expectations low for it, but I do like it. And obviously Gloomy Gardens, I like this a lot. I don't really know how I feel about this yet. This is that glitter primer. Is it tacky? Yes. Did it do a good job gripping the eyeshadow? Yes, but it also wanted to lift up. And that's not something that I usually experience with NYX or even the Kaima or the Specular. So I'm going to keep trying this. This was my first time trying this, so we'll see. And this Moira, I think I like this. It has faded a little bit since I started filming, and I actually like how it's faded, but I don't know if it's going to continue to fade. And if it continues to fade, then I won't have enough blush on. So my opinion's still out on this cream blush from Moira. So anyway, tell me what's on your face today, and I will catch you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I love your beautiful faces. Millennial, not... I guess you could do it both ways. This feels like a gang sign to me. It's not, but it feels like it. And that's because, you know, people used to do like that whole blood thing, you know, where you spell out blood when I was like younger. But wait, I love your faces. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.